A storm is raging within South Africa's political circles as explosive claims emerge alleging that high-ranking ANC operatives orchestrated a cover-up surrounding the untimely death of political figure Nathi Mthethwa. According to an insider speaking on condition of anonymity, Mthethwa had uncovered sensitive information that threatened to expose a network of clandestine operations, internal betrayals, and potentially illegal dealings at the highest echelons of the ruling party. The source revealed that Mthethwa had planned to go public with details that implicated several influential figures within the ANC, but his intentions were cut short under mysterious circumstances. He knew too much, the insider stated. And they couldn't afford to let him speak. While the exact nature of the information remains undisclosed, those close to the case suggest it involved both political maneuvering and financial mismanagement, potentially linked to state contracts and internal power struggles. Eyewitness accounts and preliminary investigations into Mthethwa's death have raised more questions than answers. Conflicting reports, delayed access to official statements, and sudden changes in police narratives have fueled speculation that critical evidence was either suppressed or manipulated. Sources claim that security operatives, allegedly connected to the party's inner circles, were monitoring Mthethwa's movements in the days leading to his death. Some even allege that attempts were made to intimidate him directly, warning that certain secrets were not to leave the room. Observers point to the suspicious timing of the events. Mthethwa had recently returned from Paris, where he reportedly met with international contacts regarding sensitive government matters. Upon his return, he appeared increasingly anxious, often speaking in cryptic terms about lines being crossed and the price of truth. Within a matter of weeks, he was dead, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a growing sense of unease among colleagues and political analysts alike. The alleged silencing of Mthethwa has reignited debates over political accountability in South Africa. Critics argue that the ANC has, historically, demonstrated a pattern of suppressing internal dissent to maintain unity, even at the expense of transparency. This isn't the first time we've seen someone with critical information being removed from the equation, says political commentator Linda Molango. The problem is, when it happens at this level, the truth often dies with them. Meanwhile, opposition parties have seized upon the allegations to demand immediate investigations and full transparency. Questions are being raised about the role of state security agencies, the integrity of the ongoing police investigations, and whether there was a coordinated effort to prevent Mthethwa from speaking to journalists or whistleblower bodies. Analysts warn that if the claims prove true, the ramifications could destabilize trust in government institutions and spark a political crisis that goes far beyond the ANC's internal dynamics. Adding fuel to the fire are cryptic social media posts and leaked communications reportedly linked to Mthethwa's inner circle. These communications hint at high-level meetings, veiled threats, and a growing fear among officials that exposure of the truth could trigger a political avalanche. The atmosphere, according to sources, was increasingly tense, with allies warning that the stakes were no longer just political, they were existential. As the nation watches closely, one question dominates the discourse: who truly benefits from keeping Mthethwa silent? For some, the answer lies in preserving the image of unity within the ruling party. For others, it points to the protection of deeply entrenched power structures that thrive in secrecy. The emerging narrative paints a chilling picture of how political survival may have taken precedence over human life, and how far some will go to prevent critical truths from surfacing. In the coming weeks, calls for independent inquiries, forensic audits, and international scrutiny are expected to intensify. While the ANC maintains its official stance that all processes surrounding Mthethwa's death are being handled lawfully, skepticism is high. Citizens, journalists, and political analysts alike are demanding more than platitudes. They want evidence, accountability, and a clear unraveling of the tangled web that surrounds one of the most controversial and enigmatic deaths in recent political history. The story of Nathi Mthethwa is no longer just about a man, it is now a symbol of the high stakes in South African politics, the dangers of uncovering uncomfortable truths, and the lengths to which those in power may go to ensure silence. The question that remains unanswered, and perhaps the most haunting of all, is whether the truth will ever fully emerge or if it has already been buried along with Mthethwa himself.